Just saw Cam Ward sitting there on the bench. He'll wait his turn. Without him, I don't know that they don't grab a couple of those losses. Miami won the toss. They elected to defer. Here is Lacey on the return for Louisville from the 3-yard line. As he pushes for extra effort there out towards the 24. Tyler Shuck has been
in just 3 interceptions, protecting the football really well as well this season.
Speaking of talent, he has one of the best true freshman offensive players in America in the backfield with him. That is Isaac Brown in motion. Looked his way, now extends the play, does Shuck. And has to just throw it away incomplete. Let's look at the impact players.
Well, you mentioned Isaac Brown, the true freshman. One of the best running backs, one of the most explosive guys in the entire country. And Ja'Cory Brooks on the outside, the Alabama transfer. He's a big-time player. They look to get some shot plays downfield. Ruben Bain, second week back from injury. And Maui Noah, the leader of that defense. And you saw already, first play, a lot of misdirection. Jeff Brom wants to show this Miami defense, see if they can get behind him in coverage.
Bain came back against Cal. He was injured on that first series in that impressive Week 1 win over Florida. Here is Brown on second down as he gets it out to the 28-yard line. Tackled by Basaint.
And these third downs, third and long, third and passing situations, not where this Louisville team wants to live, because the strength of this Miami defense, we already mentioned Ruben Bain back from injury. They're as healthy, as explosive, as dynamic up front as nearly any in the country. 20 sacks on the season. So protection here in these passing situations will be paramount for Louisville.
3rd down and 8. Play action. Shuck has time. He's going to go deep. And it's incomplete. It was beyond Lacey. Coverage came from Mish Powell.
Boy, really good protection on that. As I mentioned, a clean pocket for Shuck. Just great coverage on the back end from Miami. Trying to find Colin Lacey on a deep post down the middle, working on Mish Powell, the transfer from Washington. Just a little too long. And early on, you start to figure out, are the refs going to let some hand fighting go on? It looks like they're going to let these guys play physical on the outside.
Brady Hodges on to punt away. 3 and out for Louisville. Restrepo, veteran slot receiver, calls for the fair catch inside the 30. This Miami offense, they have talent everywhere, especially at quarterback, and they have the statistical superlatives to back it up.
Yeah, the best offense in the entire country with who I believe is the best quarterback in the entire country. He's my Heisman frontrunner right now. You won't find a more talented arm anywhere. He can throw from any angle, from below his waist to over the top. He can fit the ball in any window across the field, so Louisville is going to have their hands full with number 1 today.
Cam Ward leads major college football in passing yards per game at nearly 370 yards per game. Big Mark Fletcher gets the start at running back. Play action. That ball was low and incomplete as he was trying to get it to Isaiah Horton. So Ward, we told you the great passing yard stats, also leads the nation completions of 20+ yards and is tied for the national lead in passing touchdowns with 20.
And it's not just the talent, right? He's a 5th-year starter. He's on his third school. He's got great vision, sees everything on the field, and solves a lot of problems before the ball is ever snapped.
2nd and 10, quick strike, gets it, completes a first down as he connects with Sam Brown, the transfer from Houston.
Great little rip, and I mentioned the arm angle, the physical tools that Cam Ward has. Watch this little sidearm flick.
17-yard reception by Sam Brown. Ward, too far to the outside for Horton. Louisville defensively, Ron English said to us, we need to get off to a strong start.
Yeah, they haven't started great. They're allowing touchdowns in 75% of their first quarter drives. We know Miami needs to start fast as well. They've had to come back in quite a few games, so this will be the chess match to watch early. Ron English against Cam Ward. See who can get off the field or get points on the board.
Ron English down on the field now. That's a changeup that we will talk about. 2nd down and 10. This is Fletcher on the ground, and big Mark Fletcher with a good run. It'll be 3rd and short, tackled by McDonald.
Boy, Fletcher had such a great start against Cal. Before that one got out of hand, they needed to throw it on every down. He led him in carries last year, but Damian Martinez, the transfer from Oregon State, came in, and they thought he'd be the feature back, but really Mark Fletcher has been the best running back of that group. I expect him to get a lot of action today.
And you see the formation with the 2 tight ends as H-backs with Williams and McCormick on 3rd and 1, a loaded backfield to pave the way potentially for Fletcher. And with it off left tackle, just enough for that line to gain as McDonald was pursuing down the line.
All right, Miami using some tempo. Both these teams traditionally huddle teams. They go at a slower pace, but Miami pushing the envelope early.
Lead the nation in 3rd down conversions. He's trying to get Horton again. And that skinny slant.
Yeah, we just mentioned Mark Fletcher picking up a little bit of a blitz here. Great job. Late guy actually running in, D lineman late running in, so it wasn't accounted for in the initial blocking scheme by the offensive lineman. Gets a free little run on Cam Ward and right in the face and cause an errant throw.
Saw Michael Irvin on the sidelines. He's been a presence with Miami. Of course, one of the greatest to ever play for the Canes. 2nd and 10. Pressure on Ward. They pick it up. And then Ward looks to extend the play. Flips it underhand to Fletcher, who works his way past the line of scrimmage to get positive yardage.
Boy, this is what makes Cam Ward so special. The play is never dead with him. You see him scanning the field, making one guy miss, and then what is this? Just a little forward flip to Mark Fletcher to avoid the sack. Great job there, but this is also a double-edged sword for Cam Ward. He's got a tendency at times when extending plays to make an early mistake or force a turnover, so the playmaking ability is great, but he's got to protect the ball in those situations as well.
3rd down and 8. Ward. Now he's going to run for it, and he'll get the 1st down.
Boy, just really good coverage on the back end there by Louisville. Again, he ended up running there, but Tess, this is a guy, when he gets outside the pocket, he's looking to hit the big play with his arm. He's not a guy that's looking to run first, so he's going to extend that play as long as possible because of the man coverage there. No eyes on him. He's able to pick it up with his legs, but he wants to hit those big plays downfield when he gets outside the pocket.
10-yard run for Cam Ward. Opening drive for Miami. Here's Restrepo. 3 yards there. Xavier Restrepo, first team all ACC a year ago. Could be a record breaker today. Could be passing Michael Irvin in the all-time receiving yard list. Looking to break into that top 3 in the history of this grand program. 2nd and 7. Fletcher searching for anything, but a great job defensively, and MJ Griffin coming in from that safety position to make the tackle.
Yeah, not much push that time by that offensive front for Miami, but they are healthier than they've been with Jalen Rivers, their left tackle, big number 64, back in the lineup. He may bump down to guard at some time during this game as Markel Bell will spell him at left tackle, but he's their best guy, and they're happy to have him back, especially in 3rd down passing situations like this.
11th play of the drive, and it's a 3rd and 6. And a sold-out stadium here is getting loud in Louisville. Ward, 3rd and 6, goes underneath, and Restrepo's going to have it and more. Flag is down back at the 25. They may walk this back. Stuart Mullins heads up this ACC crew.
Pass interference. Offense. Number 8. 15-yard penalty. Third down.
Yeah, just a little mesh play. I love the call there. Arroyo, he's got to turn to the quarterback there. Instead of trying to get a shoulder on him, he just turns like he's expecting to catch the ball. His body's going to do the job. He doesn't need to try to get a piece of the defender there. Probably would have had the same result.
So what was a 3rd and 6 becomes a 3rd and 21.
Now, if you're Louisville, got to keep Cam Ward in the pocket. He's going to want to extend the play here as much as possible. Keep him in that pocket.
Pre-snap penalty, there was movement.
False start. Offense, number 64. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Well, not sure Shannon Dawson has a play call for 3rd and forever. 3rd and 26 here, but expect the ball to get out quick. You can already tell, though, this sold-out crowd really getting behind this Louisville team. We mentioned just how much Jeff Brom teams can show up in big moments like this. And a great first drive for this defense to push Miami back out of scoring range.
Third and 26. Ward somehow kept his balance. Now time to launch it, but he's going to run instead. And with that, though, inside the 40-yard line. So a 4th down situation from there.
Yeah, but here's the problem as a receiver. You don't know which side of the field he's going to go to, right? Your scramble drills are you mirror the quarterback, but he's going to start out right, and he's going to step up in the middle, and he's going to spin around. He goes right, he's going to go back left. I mean, the receivers, they don't know where to go, right? Do I go deep? Do I come back short? That's a really good job by Louisville on the back end of staying plastered to those receivers for that long.
Andy Borregales has plenty of leg. Very, very talented. From 55. Up and through. A 55-yard field goal by Borregales, as Cam Ward and his ability kept it alive for the opportunity for 3.
Needed to make that ACC championship, and then your playoff picture gets really cloudy. So a huge monster test for Miami with implications of the postseason all over the place.
Here's Lacey on the return. And Lacey made a defender miss and gets out past the 30. And you go through the history of Louisville as a program. You got to sell out today. They have had these kinds of wins through the years. Last year, you and I were in the booth with the field storming with the win against Notre Dame. Of course, the great one in 2016 against that very top-ranked Florida State team. You go back to Teddy Bridgewater and that Sugar Bowl team. And in Miami back in 2006, they were number 17. This just feels like one of those weeks when you're in town where, you know, the community's getting excited. They start to ramp up with momentum, and they sell the place out and see if they can slay the big boys.
Something brewing in Bourbon City. Every time we're here, something gets a little crazy.
Number 6 is lined up right now. Tyler Shuck gets it complete as he finds Chris Bell.
Well, it's a really good job with motion coming right to left. It's going to steal the eyes of the free safety as you see him backing up there. Then he's got a crossing route by Bell. Great design there by Jeff Brom.
17 yards, Shuck to Bell. And now Brown catches a seam. They lost his footing, or else he would have had himself an explosive.
Boy, great push up front there by this Louisville offensive line. We mentioned just how talented Isaac Brown is. When you give him any green grass, he's going to take it, and he has such a burst, and no one brings him down the first time unless he trips on his own feet.
Went for 8 yards there. Yes. That turf monster will get the best of you sometimes. Brown again. Look at how quick he is. True freshman showing off here. They said they wanted a strong start. They got it defensively. It was the first time in the last 4 games that the defense didn't give up a touchdown on an opponent's opening drive. And then they take the ball and come right down the field. A 43-yard touchdown by Isaac Brown.
That's a way to get it started, huh? The true freshman just keeps making plays, Tess. And I mentioned the first guy never brings him down. Watch Tyler Bear in the end right here. He's going to be looping in. They're running a little game here. And watch the hole that opens up right there for Isaac Brown. Made Tyler Bear miss, and then nobody there. The speed to finish it off. And Louisville starting this thing hot.
Led the Cards to their first 10-win season.
And a pair of his actual boots, bronzed. If you had a trophy, Tess, they'd probably have to bronze like a cup of espresso.
That could be that, or bronze some Scarpe Italiano Gucci. Chris Johnson on the return.
Look, we've already seen a little bit of Cam Ward, but I have shown you and talked about the arm angles. Look at this. That's nearly submarine. His ability to get it around defenders, find the angle whenever he needs to. But here's what I love, the vision. Look, an extra defender running off. The ball has already been snapped. He's holding it. He's pointing to see, hey, Rick, did the ref throw the flag? Did he not? Okay, he didn't. Let me get back to my read. Rip a seam right down the middle. The arm talent, the vision, all there. Now here's the playmaking ability that we've seen that can either be really good or, like we saw against Cal, turn into a big play going the other way. That decision making when outside the pocket, extending those plays is going to be the make or break for Cam Ward in Miami today.
Every coach we talk to on either side will rave about what he is and what a difference maker he can be on the field. Just does things others can't. Fletcher on the carry as Fletcher muscles his way out to the 38-yard line.
I thought it was a great little story talking to Shannon Dawson, the offensive coordinator, about Mark Fletcher. He was one of the first guys to text Damian Martinez about coming to Miami. Wanted the competition, wanted that running back room to get better.
And here he is on second down, and look at Mark Fletcher. 6'2", 225 pounds downhill.
Boy, and how good is it to have Jalen Rivers back, the left tackle. Watch this one-on-one block right here to open up the hole for Mark Fletcher. Great job there, and they're happy to have him healthy and back in the lineup.
23-yard run. Fletcher again, big hole. They didn't touch him till he was 8 yards downfield.
And we talk a lot about Cam Ward, right, his ability. But Shannon Dawson mentioned before that Cal game got out of hand, they were planning on just leaning on Mark Fletcher, on running the football, being physical to open up some of the play action downfield. It looks like how it's going so far.
8.5 per to start the game. They quickly get it to the outside to Horton. And Horton is corralled after just 2.5 yards. There is Shannon Dawson. Spent 4 years at Houston. Got this offense leading major college football in yards per game. 583 yards per game. Ron English, veteran defensive coordinator, former head coach at Eastern Michigan. Good matchup of football minds here in this one. Second and 7. They drop 8. And look at the time they give Cam Ward because of it. Back in the end zone. Look at that throw. Jacoby George. How about Cam Ward and that arm talent?
And just mentioned the outside the pocket playmaking ability from Cam Ward, his ability to extend the play. And a great job by Jacoby George there, getting both feet in. But man,
you're going to give Cam Ward this much time?
Look at how much time he's going to have. And George is on the opposite hash before working all the way to the back line, putting a hand up, and man, that's a 40-yard rip on a frozen rope from number 1.
While leaking out to his left. You said it. the most gifted thrower in the country, the guy who sees everything. Bama game. Keep in mind, Tennessee defensively, they are without Keenan Peely now. He tore an ACL last week. How does that impact the game?
Huge. He's their leader. He's their Mike linebacker. He's got the helmet communication, and Jalen Milroe has at least 2 rushing touchdowns in all but 1 game this season. That, to me, is massive for who can win this game.
Lacey takes it out to the 23-yard line. So far here today, we told you we would have offense.
Yeah,
and this was Brown on the 43-yard touchdown.
The true freshman just got out to such a hot start, so explosive, and Miami once again giving up big explosive plays early in a game, a trend that continues, but also a trend that continues. Cam Ward making unbelievable plays off platform, off schedule. Louisville going to have to find a way to slow him down.
Miami #1 in the nation with 20-plus yard plays, and they already have 2 today. And there is Cam Ward. We'll sit back and watch Tyler Shuck and Isaac Brown, see what his defense can offer up. Play action, shallow cross is incomplete. Ja'Cory Brooks, who's had himself such a good season, couldn't hold on to that.
No, and you know, Brian Braum, offensive coordinator for Louisville, mentioned Ja'Cory Brooks. He'll drop 1 or 2 a game, right? But he's also going to make 1 or 2 huge plays a game. That time, great call in man coverage, a lot of green grass he could have ran to. Just another mental mistake from their #1 receiver.
Transfer from Alabama, who's #2 in the ACC in receiving yards. Tyler Shuck on 2nd down gets it complete. It'll be 3rd and 2 from there with the completion of Mark Redmond.
You know, I was a little surprised in talking to Jeff Braum, the head coach and the play caller for Louisville. He really mentioned tight end. One of the areas he felt they had the best mismatches, and they could exploit that in some misdirection, some blocking and releasing. That time, just a little Y stick, zone coverage, found the void there. So expect the tight ends to be heavily used. And now with Isaac Brown, the running back in a Wildcat formation.
3rd down and 2 as Brown shifts the tight ends, and now he's going to run straight ahead, but he was met. Man, filling that hole very quickly that time was Kiko Mawinoa.
Well, that's a great job by Mawinoa. A lot of movement in front of him. He just sat, waited patiently, and a great job right at the sticks there to come up with the stop. And Louisville thinking about this one. Tell you what, the book would say to punt it here. This would be an aggressive call here from Jeff Braum. He brings some extra tight ends in the game. Do you just QB sneak?
From their own 32 on 4th and 1, and the whistles are coming in as the flag comes down right at the line of scrimmage.
Prior to the snap, timeout, Miami.
So Miami's going to use a timeout, as Mario Cristobal, I think, was as shocked as everybody here in the stadium on a 4th and 1 from Louisville's own 32-yard line.
And a good thing he got that timeout off, because the Miami defense was not ready at all, not set.
Rolling the dice early on. Quarterback sneak, and it's going to be a 1st down Louisville.
We talked to Jeff Braum about Cam Ward, him being on the other side. I asked him, does it change your play calling? Do you need to be more aggressive because of #1 on the other side and how many points they can put up in bundles? He said, absolutely. We're going to take some chances early. We're going to be more aggressive. And you saw it right there, backed up just past your own 30-yard line. Little quarterback sneak to keep this drive alive.
And Miami's defensive coordinator, Lance Guidry, brought up the same thing. He said, we're going to get everybody's tricks. We're going to get reverses, fake field goals, Philly special, halfback pass. And there you got a 4th and 1 from your own 32.
And here you got another trick play.
Look at this formation as they go muddle look on the inside, and then they go inside screen to Johnson. They went with only 3 offensive linemen on the interior and come back to it for a screen.
Yeah, you got offensive linemen out here and out here trying to confuse Miami. Then you're just going to sneak the tight end right back in here for a little middle screen. Really good job by the backside pursuit of Miami, not getting fooled there.
Really a pods formation that you often see on special teams. They bust out on offense, and it goes for 6 yards.
We used to call that formation fight song because every time we ran it, strike up the band.
I like it.
Not that time. Miami defense, good job.
2nd and 4. Here's Brown again. Remember, he had the 43-yard touchdown earlier today. It'll be 3rd down as he's stacked up at the line.
You can see already this plan for Louisville is get the ball out of Tyler Shuck's hands quickly. This defensive front for Miami is really talented. They're healthy. Elijah Alston back in, Ruben Bain back healthy, Tyler Barron on the other side. They want to keep them off guard, and Jason Taylor, the coach for them, has them rolling.
Pro Football Hall of Famer who coaches the defensive line for the Canes. Third down and 3 for Shuck. Pressure. And as he was falling down, he gets it to Chaney, and Chaney tried to keep his balance, but he couldn't as he stumbled short of the original line of scrimmage. Jadis Richard was there defensively. It was Tyler Barron first getting after Shuck.
Yeah, and Jonathan Mendoza, the right tackle, just not coming off on the right side to Tyler Barron on the outside. Not sure if it was a confusion, a full slide to the left, but he should have just come off and picked up Tyler Barron. But again, that defensive front forcing a 4th down and forcing the punt here.
Hodges on to punt away. It's a line drive that goes inside the 15-yard line, and that is where it is fielded and brought out to the 20. This season, All-State will celebrate every field goal and extra point made by participating universities by making a donation to the university's General Scholarship Fund, and we thank All-State for that. Beautiful day here. The first sold-out ACC game at L&N Stadium since 2017. Last year, Louisville, a great season they had all the way to the ACC championship game. They won 38-31 in Miami. Came down to a 4th and goal with a couple minutes left for the Canes that they failed on. Here's Cam Ward. Quick strike and another first down. Xavier Restrepo, we told you, is working his way up the all-time record list in Miami receiving marks.
And he's fun to watch, right? Because if you lined up everybody on the field on a 40-yard dash, he's not beating everybody. Might not beat half of them, but he's great at finding space. He's gritty, he's physical, and he's the go-to guy for Cam Ward.
Martinez, look at him keep his balance and go ahead for nearly 10 yards.
And Martinez, obviously mentioned him earlier, back-to-back first team all Pac-12 as a freshman and sophomore. They expected him to get off to a hot start, been up and down, but really just Mark Fletcher playing at a higher level. So getting less carries now that Mark is rolling the way he is.
Entertaining first quarter. Brown had the big touchdown run. Ward had the great touchdown leads. And showed you that 4th and 1 that Louisville was able to convert. Right now it is a 2nd and 1 for Miami to open up this second quarter as Martinez is able to fight his way ahead. Past midfield for a first down. MJ Griffin with the tackle.
And Miami getting back to that tempo. Again, not something they usually major in. Much more of a huddle team, but a lot quicker pace today.
Ward on first down. Look at how relaxed he is. Sam Brown into the end zone. "49-yard touchdown pass that Cam Ward made it look oh so easy." Sam Brown Gets himself wide open, and Cam Ward delivers.
Yeah, watch the confusion here. Benjamin Perry, linebacker, right here is going to be confused at who he has. What he should do is once Cam Brown comes down, he should carry and run with him. He doesn't. The corner's expecting him to, and that's why the corner then hesitates. It's late and wide open. You mentioned how wide open he is. Just a little bit of confusion. I mentioned the tempo from Miami. Don't usually do that. I think it's catching Louisville off guard a little bit.
Cam Ward, 22 touchdown passes. A little zombie land touchdown celebration. He leads the country in touchdown throws. 22 now for the undefeated Canes.
2 today. A little double tap from him. Yeah, Louisville honestly got off to a good start on that first drive after they drove. They got him back out of scoring position, but it's been extending plays. And then, like I said, the tempo causing some confusion from Louisville and opening up a big, big play to Sam Brown.
Two touchdown passes. Do you like yourself some Cam Ward, Kevin Nagandi?
Tess, I sure do. AT&T's keeping fans connected. 17-0 over on ESPN2. Back to you, Tess and Jordan.
And Bryson Daly for Army has a touchdown throw, a touchdown run, and don't look now, but what a collision course we could be on in the American Conference.
Oh, no doubt.
Great action right here in the ACC. As Louisville back to business and getting it complete to Mark Redmond is Tyler Shuck.
And Louisville keeping an eye on that Clemson game, huh? We talked about the implications that this game could have on the ACC championship, on the college football playoff outlook for Miami because of their schedule. Would sure help if one of those undefeated teams stumbled today.
Louisville quick to the line before Shuck settles things down after this 7-yard reception by Mark Redmond. Isaac Brown trying to get outside, but great pursuit down the line by Tyler Barron.
And Tyler Barron missed the tackle on that long touchdown run that Isaac Brown had a few drives ago that time, making the big play, the transfer from Tennessee. Bounced around a little bit before finding his home here.
Bounced around a little bit.
Quite a bit.
Wild transfer story that included flipping from Ole Miss after leaving Tennessee to Louisville. And then some reports of issues at Louisville and parted ways, and he re-entered the transfer portal and is having a lot of success at Miami. Third down and 3. Chaney, big hole. Donald Chaney. From Miami to Louisville, and does that against his former teammates.
Well, just a great play call. These linebackers are going to both pop out, so watch the hole that it opens up. Miami overloads the left side. Linebackers pop out. Nobody there for Chaney. And Louisville now with the tempo.
26-yard run. Shuck looking for an option. Just has to throw it away.
Shuck thought about trying to do his own Cam Ward impersonation there, and he just said, look, I'm a lot taller, a lot slower. That's why I throw this one out of bounds. A lot older, 7th year.
Yeah, 6'5", 7th year of college football.
I say that a little facetiously. He's actually a lot more athletic than he gets credit for.
He is.
He's not a guy that's going to look to run first, but if he can get up through the pocket and take off, he's got some speed as well.
Dealt with injuries in his career. Broken collarbone 2 straight years. Broken fibula in 2023. Goes against the grain, gets it complete to Colin Lacey. They want him to play a big role today. We mentioned Tyler Shuck and the path that he has taken to arrive at this season.
You know, but you notice the veteran presence and the talent you saw on that throw right there.
Shuck now going to take a shot on this side, and it is denied. That was swatted away that time by Jadis Richard. He was looking for Ja'Cory Brooks.
Yeah, this is his 50-50 guy, right? Their best receiver, 6'3", 195 pounds. This is a great job just giving him a jump ball, but Jadis Richard in perfect position there, right in phase, and does a great job of playing the football in that left hand, splitting the two of Ja'Cory Brooks.
Second and 10. Quickly gets it complete on the slant. Chris Bell line. First and goal, Louisville.
What Jeff Brom, the play caller, mentioned, so much man coverage, so he puts 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and Chris Bell, and a lot of space there when he wins on the slant to work with.
This is a great response by Louisville offensively. After Miami's Cam Ward had the 49-yard touchdown to Brown to take a 10-point lead. Immediately right down the field comes the Ville. Brown, he was denied. Good job filling that hole defensively.
Simeon Barrow getting in there, a guy that's been playing really well the last couple weeks for this vaunted front from Miami. The former Michigan State transfer had a great game against Cal. His presence is felt between the tackles.
And Lance Guidry, defensive coordinator, told us the other day, he said when he's healthy, you see the difference, and that's what you've seen the past couple weeks, and he was quick to get in there defensively and make that tackle. Second and goal. There is Lance, seeing if his defense can get a stop. Play action. Shuck to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mark Redmond.
Well, I mentioned this Louisville team loves their matchup with the tight end. You sprinkle in a little misdirection, some eye candy. Watch the motion here and watch this backside safety lose vision on the tight end coming across. Nobody back home. It's the eye candy. It's the pre-snap motions. It's Jeff Brom and this Louisville offense operating at a high level and going pace for pace right now with this Miami offense.
75-yard drive. Capped it with the touchdown to Redmond. Back and forth they go. And you know who's on deck. Shuck did his thing. And Cardinals on ESPN Plus. Remember that, it's ESPN Plus for Chargers and Cardinals at 9 o'clock. This is Chris Johnson Jr. He is met and driven back at the 16-yard line. Built for Success is presented by Ram Trucks. A look at Cam Ward so far today.
Well, I talked about the arm talent, just changing his slot, ripping balls in there with accuracy, and then against this defense, he's had to dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge his way to making plays. He did it inside the pocket, and then his scrambling ability to still have vision downfield. That's been the game changer. The difference today is Cam Ward keeping plays alive, and then we saw the busted coverage lead to the long touchdown for Brown as well.
Shannon Dawson, his offensive coordinator, turned to us the other day, said his pocket awareness against Louisville in the pass rush, critical in this game. We've seen that already. Great pocket awareness by Cam Ward. 2 touchdown passes already. And he gets this complete with ridiculous accuracy. He basically placed it on the hands.
And he needed to. That was really good coverage by Quincy Riley, who Shannon Dawson actually mentioned that this secondary for Louisville completely different when Quincy Riley back in the game. He missed both the losses for Louisville so far this season. They're different and better on the back end, and that's the first time Cam Ward's thrown in his direction.
Fletcher finds just that little crease as he wiggles his way for that line to gain. His parents, Calvin and Patrice, I'm going to be excited with what they've seen. Patrice, a long-time high school basketball coach. Cam himself was an outstanding high school basketball player. His high school's all-time leading scorer with over 4,000 points. This is going to be listed actually as a 3rd and 1 where they marked Fletcher down. There's 3rd and 1, and he may have been stopped. That was a tremendous defensive effort. Puryear and Quinn getting involved.
Yeah, Louisville trotted on 2 extra big boys up front to force that 4th down. We saw Louisville in a similar situation, go for it. I think both these offensive coordinators realizing this could be a shootout today. Every drive, every series, you need to try to get points.
4th and 1 with the ball cresting just over your own 25-yard line.
They're going to get back in this double wing. Last time they handed it right off, up the middle.
4th and 1. Straight ahead and a first down. Mark Fletcher, 225 pounds, coming straight at you.
Yeah, and a great block by true freshman tight end Elijah Lofton. He's going to come right here and lead the way for Fletcher. Really good block from a guy that's not known for it. He's just 6'3", 230, so great job from the true freshman to stick his nose in there and pick up that first.
Ward on first down. As he checks down to Fletcher, who breaks free. Look at the big strides from Mark Fletcher.
Boy, as much as the plays from Cam Ward outside the pocket worry you, it's plays like that.
Yes.
Where Ashton Gelati is a step away from bringing him down, and he just gets the check down. Mark Fletcher breaks a tackle, and you pick up a big gain.
18 yards.
Yeah.
You just blink and it's 18 yards downfield.
And that's that veteran presence, right? The playmaking ability's there, but he's played a lot of football, and his internal clock is great.
And how frustrating for the defense when you made a great 3rd down stop prior to that. And now Fletcher again. And Fletcher is running downhill at this point.
And I mentioned that little check down. It's not always easy. Sometimes you just got to find a way to get it there. Watch the arm angle. He's going to drop this down with noise in his face. Just flick it to Fletcher. Great move. And like you said, that 18-yard gain on just a check down.
Fletcher just went for 11 more yards. Ward again. This time they get to him.
Well, yeah, great job working here and then getting back to the middle. You know Cam Ward is going to buy time in this pocket. Little internal twist by the nose and the D tackle. Looked like Gerard again made a big play down there at the goal line. And this time, little internal twist, bringing Ward down.
So Jordan Gerard getting to him, sacked, a loss of 9, 6.5 minutes. Before we get to Kevin, Booger, and Dan in the studio, they'll get us all set on what has happened so far today in college football. The big one still set to come your way with Bama and Tennessee right here on ABC at 3:30. And then #1 Texas hosting Georgia, 7:30 here on ABC. And what a weekend it is in Austin, Texas, with Formula One tomorrow as well here on ABC. 2nd down and 19. Ward pressured and ripped down yet again. Des Tell taking down Cam Ward.
Yeah, Des Tell working on Jalen Rivers, Miami's best offensive lineman. A.J. Green getting there as well, but right here, watch Rivers one-on-one. And just a great job by A.J. Green of winning with some speed and forcing a 3rd and forever.
Sold out L&N Stadium. And here's where they can impact the game. 3rd and 24. Cam Ward downfield and out of bounds, incomplete. Well done by the Louisville defense.
Such a great job. Back-to-back plays where Cam Ward was stepping up, trying to buy some time in the pocket, and this defensive front from Louisville came up with huge 2 negative plays. And we talked about it. Miami went for it on 4th down to extend this drive. Points are at such a premium today, and that's a huge stop by Louisville here with 5 minutes left in this first half.
The big Aussie Dylan Joyce on to punt away. Lacey from the 6-yard line, he feels that. And he made a good decision in doing so. Made the most of it on the return.
10-3 to Virginia, and then they go to the ground game. Phil Maffa.
Really good blocking on the edge. Maffa reads the cut, gets downhill, touchdown. 50 yards rushing so far for Maffa.
So that ties it up, and then just moments ago, there's Maffa with the power.
Gotta love that. Just a leg drive to get in the end zone.
Clemson taking the lead. That game over on the ACC network. Back to you, Tess.
Thank you, Kevin. And this Louisville team is going to be at Clemson on November 2nd. By the way, there was a penalty that was a late flag on that punt return. So the ball is actually spotted right now at the 3-yard line to start this drive for Louisville.
And a really big drive, right? Because Miami's going to get the ball after half. So Louisville would not just love to change field position here, but take a lot of time off this clock and not give that Miami offense a chance to double up before half.
Brown's going to. Oh, the ball's loose! The ball is loose! And it's going to be a Miami touchdown! The ball got knocked out of the true freshman's hands, and Miami, quick to jump on it, was Aguirre.
Defense in the end zone. Touchdown.
Raul Aguirre quickly jumped on it, and what a costly moment for Louisville.
And Ruben Bain was the one that knocked that one out of Isaac Brown's belly there. Just a massive play by this Miami defense. All the talk's been on offense so far, right? Cam Ward can't stop him. Tyler Shuck got him rolling. You just knew a defensive play could be the difference in a game like this.
And listen, it's the little things. The little things. There was a penalty on what was a good punt return by Louisville. That's why they were starting from the 3-yard line. Let's show you the penalty. This is what put the Miami defense in position.
That little hold on the left side of your screen there. And you mentioned a good return, gets him out past the 20-yard line. Instead, they're backed up. You hand it off to Isaac Brown. He's got 2 hands on it, but Ruben Bain gets his shoulder right on the ball. And then Aguirre jumps over the top into the end zone to pull that one down.
Simeon Barrow and Ruben Bain involved on that forced fumble. And then Aguirre, who's been getting better and better with more and more playing time, really developing into a heck of a linebacker for Miami.
Look at this play right here.
Look at the alertness.
Over the top of Brown to bring that one down. Jeez.
First fumble recovery of the season for the Canes, and it's a touchdown.
Yeah, they have 10 interceptions on the year, but no fumble recoveries, and none bigger than that one right there, which really changes the complexion of this first half. I just mentioned Miami's going to get the ball after half. Both offenses have been rolling so far, but now Louisville finds themselves in a 10-point deficit here with a big drive impending.
Miami trying to get to 7-0. Be the first time they've done that since 2017. This program just feels different with what Mario Cristobal's been doing, acquiring and developing talent. A 10-point lead on the road in a game that guy, Mario Cristobal, has been locked in on. He has told us, I mean, he said it so many times, boy, it's a big one right now. They know when they look at their schedule, this spot on the road against this talented team, this is a big one.
But he also mentioned just how much this team is taking ownership over their own season, right? And Stormy mentioned the players only meeting despite being 6-0. And he also mentioned Mario Cristobal, this is the most fun he's ever had coaching because his team takes over the responsibility and the urgency of situations and games like this.
So after the fumble that was recovered for a touchdown, here's Louisville. Shuck gets it out quickly and gets it complete to Chris Bell. And the crowd wants a penalty flag, as it was like a little bit of a pinball machine once Chris Bell was on the sideline there. Deani Hill was there defensively.
Yeah, he's going to get thrown into another Miami player here on the sideline. Patterson.
I don't think Patterson did anything purposely.
A little self-defense. It was the throw afterwards or right before that.
2nd and 1. By the way, Donald Chaney now the running back. He gets the carry here. And that is after Isaac Brown, the outstanding true freshman, fumbled the ball that was recovered for a touchdown.
Donald Chaney, the ball carrier.
And And Isaac Brown will find his way back into this lineup. Sometimes you just need to take a second, recenter yourself, especially as a young player, right? I mean, that's a big moment. He's had a lot of big positive moments, probably his first big negative moment. Great job, I think, by Jeff Brom, but just give him a second to center himself, right? Think about it. He's still their best player on offense running the rock, so he'll get out there soon enough.
Cam Ward just watched his defense get on the board to push this to a 10-point margin. Ward with 2 touchdown passes today. Kewan Brown tackled by Ruben Bain.
Boy, Bain has really made his presence felt so far today, huh? How many times have we called his name?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the guy's a monster. He's obviously NFL prospect already as a sophomore. Massive recruit. Was a freshman All-American. Had 7.5 sacks a year ago. He's what you think of when you say a Miami defensive lineman.
Yes. The size, the athleticism. They can play him inside, outside, on the edge here.
2nd and 10. Shuck sidearms it underneath. Check down to Chaney, who turns the corner, makes a man miss, and look at this effort from the former Miami Hurricane, Donald Chaney. 18 yards there.
Well, we've been talking a lot about Cam Ward's arm angle, but Tyler Shuck goes, hey, hold my beer real quick. I can do it too. Watch this. Dropping the slot down. Again, check down. So important in games like this. Just keep the sticks moving.
Here's Shuck on 1st down. Gets it complete again, Chris Bell. And now Louisville with a drive where they can respond after giving up the touchdown on the fumble.
And again, it's easy to talk about Cam Ward's talent. Tyler Shuck is really talented. Again, with the arm angle on the run to the left, accurate throw. That's a tough throw to make. But again, we mentioned it, the injury history, Oregon, then at Texas Tech, is kind of the reason I think teams maybe shied away from him. The talent is there.
Isaac Brown back in, leads all true freshmen nationally in rushing yards. They check down to him. Here is Brown. And Brown goes ahead for maybe 1.5 yards.
Well, let's see if they let this one tick down to the 2-minute timeout. Or they try to get one more play off.
Jeff Brom looking up at that scoreboard, watching that clock countdown. You hear the reaction from the crowd. Still have 3 timeouts remaining.
Got an O-lineman out here. That tight end right there. Let's see if they try to get him the ball.
And we will hit the 2-minute timeout. Louisville on the go, trailing by 10. We've had pendulum swings in this game. Just
yeah, now Louisville with a chance to cut the lead here before half.
flea flicker back to Shuck. Pressure's on him. He had to spin free and then just burn it.
Boy, I think he had an opportunity on a crossing route. That play's kind of try to get designed as a screen throwback to the tight end.
Now Noah and Barron were coming after Tyler Shuck.
Yeah,
and
the defense
blew the
all
whole
over
thing
them.
up. 3rd down and 8. There's Kiko. Third and 8 for Shuck. Pressure up the middle, and he is sacked. He is brought down by Barrow.
Boy, Barrow just working on a little bit of a stunt.
Far more loaded Tennessee roster, dealing with some injuries, but we'll see what happens when Nico and the guys get after Alabama. Travelstead now on to attempt the field goal. And it just leaks off to the left from 52 yards out. Let's go to the studio to Kevin Nagandi. That's to it. Cam Ward, 9 completions, 2 touchdowns, 143 yards. Minute 38 to operate with here. They exhausted 2 timeouts to get to this point. Martinez doesn't find anything on the right side. Rod has had a good first half.
I thought maybe Louisville, with a no gain there, would use one of those timeouts. They got 3 in their pocket, but I guess you don't want to give any more time than you have to Cam Ward.
Ward downfield, and the diving effort from Restrepo cannot bring it in.
Boy, a hard pump to the field, trying to get Corey Thornton the corner to bite. Doesn't. Ball's just out of the reach of Restrepo. Great effort there.
Now an opportunity for the Louisville defense.
Yeah, do you run it here and force Louisville to use one of those timeouts, or do you try to pick this up? I think they put the ball in Cam Ward's hands here, as Louisville shows man coverage with everybody stacked up. Let's see if they come or they drop out.
Play clock was running down, 3rd down and 10. Fighting for it while he was on the ground that time was Restrepo. He thinks he's got the catch for the first down. As the ball was juggled, he's laying on the turf and secured the ball. Watch this.
And Miami trying to run a play here, but that one looked like,
oh, that ball hits the turf.
Miami trying to get a snap off. Wow.
Ruling on the field of a completed catch is under further review.
What an effort. Quincy Riley, originally in there in coverage, breaks it up, does a great job, but Restrepo with the focus as the ball's going to the ground nearly makes a circus catch. You see Riley in great position there, breaking up the pass, but watch Restrepo's eyes. They never leave that ball. Lands on him, able to secure it, and then that's Corey Thornton come through there. Right. Who was in coverage on that last play, kind of pushing it out of the hands of Restrepo. Otherwise, I think that would have been a catch.
Let's bring in our rules expert, Matt Austin.
Yeah, Joe, I think you guys nailed it here. He did finally get the ball in his possession. Well, not in his possession, but he got the ball in his hands, laying on his back, but he never really firmly controlled it. And you can see that as the defender came in, the ball was always moving. The ball eventually hit the ground. This is an incomplete pass.
I mean, can't understate the job by Corey Thornton there, breaking this up. Look, Restrepo has firm control right there, and then it's the punch on the left hand at the end that gets that to hit the turf.
And there is the ACC Replay Command Center under the guidance of Alberto Riveron, one of the best officials in football over the past 20-plus years. 10-point lead for Miami as it stands right now with 57 seconds remaining.
Well, the key here with that incompletion, Louisville's going to have all 3 of their timeouts.
After further review, the pass touched the ground. Before the receiver gained control, it's an incomplete pass. The ball will be returned to the 34-yard line where it'll be 4th down and 10. The play ended with 1 minute and 5 seconds on the game clock. Please set the clock to 1:05 and start it on the snap.
Actually, they gain back a little time and preserve all 3 timeouts. Louisville does. See if they can put together a drive here late in this first half. And again, remember, Miami's going to get the ball to start the second half. So Louisville wanting to get some points on the board here.
Stop them on 3rd down. Remember, Miami came into the game leading the nation in 3rd down conversions. 2 of 6 today. Here's the punt by Joyce. And Lacey fields it, and Louisville will take over with 57 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's just been some miscues by Louisville early. True freshman Isaac Brown coughing the ball up in his own end zone, recovered by Aguirre for the touchdown. Field goal opportunity that goes just to the left. But again, remember that fumble recovery for a touchdown. There was a holding call on the punt return. That ball would have been out past the 20. Instead, they're a few yards out of the end zone. They fumble, and really that's the difference in the game.
Yeah, that penalty on that punt was huge. Just teed it up, and then you have the turnover, and it becomes a quick 7 for Miami. Let's see how Louisville manages final 57 seconds with 3 timeouts. Shuck gets it started well as he connects with Johnson.
I think Jamari Johnson a little banged up after that tackle. The redshirt freshman tight end. He had 2 big receptions last week against Virginia, including the game winner.
Yeah, had that 5-yard touchdown. 2 minutes left to play, but I think he may have gotten his ankle here at the end of this play.
Yeah, Jaden Harris bringing him down. Might have just got that ankle caught in the turf.
12-yard reception. As you can see them looking at that right leg. It was a big game for both these teams. You mentioned it earlier, just the way the ACC sizes up and the Miami schedule. I mean, this is a very Shuck chased back. And then coming back for the ball was Isaac Brown.
I mean, that's pretty unbelievable. I'm almost positive Shuck just was trying to throw this ball away, but Isaac Brown comes back.
And timeout is going to be used.
Great adjustment. And I think that's the first time Isaac Brown's been back on the field since that fumble.
Had the 43-yard touchdown.
First time he touched it since that fumble, right?
Had the 43-yard touchdown to open up this game. He is so explosive, but then a costly turnover when Barrow and Bain collapsed on him. They had the ball on the 3-yard line, and then Agate jumped on it, and really that is the big moment of this first half so far. Listen, you know Miami's offense is good enough. You can't be giving up defensive scores.
No, and you had just come up with a stop on a drive where Miami had gone for it on 4th down. You have an opportunity down 3 to then take the lead. Instead, you're down 10 after fumbling and giving a defensive touchdown up to Miami. But you got a chance here with 34 seconds left and both timeouts or 2 timeouts still in your pocket to get some points on the board. You have to at least get 3. So as we get on this side of the field, decision making by Tyler Shuck is going to be really important. Want to at least get yourself in position to make a field goal.
2nd and 6. Shuck. That was low and incomplete as he could not connect.
I'll give you one guess who had the pressure in his face. Yeah, it was Ruben Bain.
Outstanding defensive end.
Oh, he's been everywhere, man.
29 seconds remain. 2 timeouts for Louisville, but facing a 3rd and 6.
I think a little bit of the problem when you get into your 2-minute offense, not a lot of motions and shifts like your normal down and distance, and that's where they've really created an advantage against this Miami defense.
Saw that view from the center judge who has the camera on his chest today. And now the quick out with Chris Bell, and they're going to mark him short of that line to gain based on that. Let's see. And now they call for it.
Yeah, Bell looked like he kind of reached that ball out too.
Absolutely,
yeah.
It's in his right hand.
Oh yeah, I think that was should have been a first there in my opinion.
And now the officials see what we see, and they're going to review the spot of this ball.
The line to gain is under further review.
For starters, just a heck of a throw by Tyler Shuck from the opposite hash. It's probably a 35-yard throw to just pick up a minimal gain, but it's going to turn out to be, I believe, just enough to pick up this crucial 1st down as Chris Bell does a great job of switching it to his right hand here.
Oh, there's no question.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a football length past that 1st down right down the line. A great shot there.
Should be a very short review here to mark this and give the 1st down to Louisville. 24 seconds to play here in this first half. A first half that saw Cam Ward with 2 touchdown passes. There you see the ACC's replay command center. Ruled on the field short of the 1st down, but very obvious that Chris Bell was able to reach out and extend the ball. So it'll be 1st down Louisville with 24 seconds remaining.
After further review, when the run went out of bounds, the ball was just past the 48-yard line. It's 1st down. The run went out of bounds. The clock will start on the snap.
Great effort by Chris Bell.
And they've already missed a 52-yard field goal today, so you'd really like to get inside of that 35-yard line to give yourself a chance to get 3 points here.
First down, Chuck. Incomplete. Clock reads 19 seconds, and it'll be second down.
I can see how some of that pressure so far in this game is getting to Tyler Shuck. A little bit on his back foot there. He had a clean pocket, but I think he's just starting to feel like that clock's speeding up. And I don't blame him. Ruben Bain's been in his lap almost every play.
There's big Ruben. He's out of action, came back against Cal, and he has played a big role today. 2nd and 10. Shuck gets it out quickly, gets it complete as he goes to Huggins Bruce. Amari Huggins Bruce. Remember, 2 timeouts remain.
Shuck's pass complete to Amari Huggins Bruce.
And 11 seconds remaining on the clock. And a timeout will be used by Louisville.
They're just a stop route to the field. It's 3-by-1. Huggins Bruce is that middle receiver, just gets past the 35-yard line there, turns around. Really good anticipation from Shuck because there's nothing to that route. He's just running straight up and turning. So if that ball's not out early, you got to worry about that being picked and going the other way. So great anticipation, and it gets them in that range of a comfortable field goal.
Brock Travelstead had an opportunity earlier today. This was from 52 as he hit a little bit of what we would call an X ball in the business. You don't get that perfect rotation because of that. It'll leak out often. It's called an X ball.
I mean, I was a holder and I didn't know
you were
what it was
very
called.
good. So Travelstead, though, who has hit from 56, 7 of 11 coming into today, had a bad game against Miami a year ago, strangely. Missed a 25-yard field goal, missed an extra point that was partially blocked. Will he get an opportunity here to cut into this lead?
And how aggressive are they here, knowing that field goals are great, touchdowns are better? Do they take a shot or just try to pick up a few more yards?
Here is Watson on the run, and Watson has it inside the 10 in the final seconds here of the first half. And remember, the timeout remains, so this will be a short field goal attempt for Travelstead if that's the route they choose.
Boy, just trying to pick up a couple yards, right? Give yourself a little better field goal position, but Duke Watson breaks the tackle, gets vertical. You almost wish you would have gotten down a few yards earlier, because if you had 5 or 6 seconds here, you maybe could try a back shoulder jump ball. But with 3 seconds,
well, let me offer you this.
I know what you're going to say.
We've had a 4th down from your own side of the field. We've had oddball formations. You have a head coach who told Stormy Bonantoni about taking risks today. You got to watch out for the fake. You got to be alert here if you're Miami. As Travelstead steps on out there to try to close this to just a touchdown margin. Just got the short angle at 22 yards away. After a well-managed final drive for Louisville, and they needed that. A nice way to respond.
Defense could make 1 or 2 more plays, but you still held Cam Ward in that offense to just 17 offensive points. It's going to come down to 1 or 2 stops here in the second half.
Which, as you know, how special Cam Ward can be in the second halves of games.
That is true. He's got a knack for coming back from big deficits. Obviously, Miami kind of in a weird spot right now. They're not needing to come from behind. They need to play with the lead. But I think Ron English in this Louisville defense needs to pressure Cam Ward. He's got too much time to sit back there in the pocket, buy his time, wait for guys to come open, putting a lot of stress on this secondary.
Yeah, spectacular play when you gave him time with 27-yarder to Jacoby George. Statistically, the best quarterback in the country coming into today. He's 9 of 15, 143 yards, 2 touchdown passes. As Miami with a 7-point lead to open up this second half. They do so with Damian Martinez on the ground as he goes ahead for 8 yards. Let's go down to the field to Stormy.
Well, Tess, I asked Mario Cristobal at the half what will be most important for his team to pull away, and he said it starts here on this opening drive, that they need to set the tone and sustain more drives. He felt like they were running the ball well in the first half, but they got a little bit impatient at times. He wants to see more consistency here. 2nd
and 2 as Martinez goes ahead. Great to have Stormy with us today. As Katie George, Louisville native, former Louisville star athlete, normally on this crew, is working the Texas Georgia game tonight and then Formula One tomorrow. They're the first half drives for Mario Cristobal's offense.
Yeah, hot start for this Miami offense, but then Louisville started to bow up there in the second half, came up with a couple stops. These opening drives for the second half for Miami have turned into turnovers twice in their last 2 games. So important drive here to not just protect the football, but flip the field and maybe get some points here to extend this lead.
Incomplete effort that time to Sam Brown.
Well, Brown had the long touchdown catch on the busted coverage, that time selling out. Uncharacteristically short on that one from Cam Ward.
Second down run by Martinez, who is the most coveted running back in the transfer portal coming out of Oregon State.
Yeah, Doak Walker, finalist from last year. Let's see if Louisville can get this crowd into it, right? 1 or 2 plays can bring back this crowd.
My man's got a disco ball helmet.
Love it.
Third down and 9.
He's gonna be popular at the parties later. Hey, buddy, just stand right here in the middle, and we got flashlights. Do your thing.
Third down and 9. A gap pressure is picked up. And look at the accuracy again from Ward as he connects with Isaiah Horton for a Canes first down.
Boy, just so demoralizing for this Louisville defense as a Miami player's down.
That's
Isaiah Horton,
play.
yeah. Great little man concept. Switch release there. Creates leverage on Thornton.
As the medical staff is out to see Isaiah Horton, will step away for just a moment. So first down Miami to open up this second half.
Times he did, and he kind of missed some deep shots that he normally hits. So I think a lot of weight on Nico's shoulders to play up to the level we all expected him to today versus Alabama.
Cam Ward in Miami, first down. Martinez goes straight ahead to Louisville's 45. So you saw Nico there. Nico has really turned a lot of heads this year. The guy we're watching right here, Cam Ward, right now Mel Kiper has him as the #2 NFL prospect among quarterbacks.
Well, you're seeing the tight window throws. That throw to Horton on third down there was plastered in coverage, but that ball right where it needs to be. The accuracy, we've seen him extend plays, and Louisville's got to find a way to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Saw that line on that graphic there saying you got 4 of the top 5 in the NFL draft all playing on ABC today. It's like a combine here with these 3 games today. 2nd and 6. Downfield goes Ward into traffic, and it's incomplete as he was looking for Arroyo, but Corey Thornton had a shot at an interception.
Yeah, just throwing this into coverage, and actually starts his eyes on the left and never takes them away. So Thornton was able to redirect there and almost come down with that one. Remember, Thornton had the big play to knock the ball out of Restrepo's hands earlier. He's playing at a high level right now.
3rd down and 6. Ward gonna run it himself, and he's gonna get the first down in doing so.
And Ward on the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, Ron English mentioned, man, you get 3rd medium, 3rd and 5 or 6. That's when he's actually gonna run to run, right? Buy time to run, not scramble to throw. And that time knows how much he needed to pick up, and that's unfortunate because they ran an interior stunt there that's designed to plug up those lanes, and man, Cam was just able to find a lane.
That's Johnny Fort, the umpire, with the body camera on, giving him that angle at the end of that play. 7-yard run by Ward.
You put one of those cameras on you at dinner.
You don't want that.
There's some action.
Got the umpire, the back judge, and the center judge all with cameras on today. They go inside to Restrepo.
Pass complete to Restrepo. Tackle made by Tamario.
There are the 3 officials cams, the ref cams. Johnny Fort's the umpire, Ken Bushy the back judge, William Bonet, the center judge, giving us some great coverage today. We appreciate the guys for doing that. An excellent job by Jim Phillips, the ACC commissioner, and their leadership to allow for it to really serve the fans so well. Give you as much access as possible. That's live right now from the center judge. Second and 8. Ward goes with the option at the last second to Restrepo.
Oh, Cam Ward made a little audible there to a QB draw. Nothing there, so flipped it out to Restrepo. It's going to set up a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 here, 3rd and 5. Remember last time, this is where Cam used his legs to pick up the first. And again, Jeff Brom urged his defense to bring more pressure, make Cam Ward uncomfortable. So here on 3rd down, do they dial up the pressure, drop back and play coverage?
11th play of this drive coming up.
They're going to bring pressure here off the edge.
Third down and 5. Martinez gets free, lowers the shoulder, and look at Damian Martinez. And look at this offensive line joining in the road grading party. Man, oh man, Canes, you talk about wanting it. Wow.
That's what you get when a 230-pound running back's going downhill, and that's why they brought Damian Martinez from Oregon State. And you see Inez Cooper there trying to pull his running back. Hey, come on. Hey, let's go. I can pull you for a couple more. That's a great shot there on the ref cam. Wow, what a statement run there by Miami.
Sometimes football is about simple desire and will and want to. You just saw it there. Back shoulder is incomplete.
Now, Isaiah Horton back up and healthy after going down on that 3rd down catch earlier. Boy, that run too that Martinez had, the pressure was dialed up, had a linebacker blitzing right to that A gap that Martinez started at. Great vision to cut backside, and then obviously the physicality to finish it off.
Second down. Martinez again, tough running inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 3rd down from there. Kind of opening drive that Mario Cristobal told Stormy Bonantoni that he looked for. Ron English's defense is trying to close the door. Miami's 3 for 3 on 3rd down on this drive, now facing a 3rd and 6. Ward with time. What a catch by Restrepo and a touchdown, Canes.
Let's take a look at the end of the catch here. Restrepo, well, he's put his body on the line a couple times. Looks like he secured that one in for a touchdown. Great play design and a great route by Restrepo in the slot working on Corey Thornton.
That's the first touchdown Louisville defense has given up in the 3rd quarter this year. And it comes on a 14-play drive that took up over 6.5 minutes. Michael Irvin congratulating Xavier Restrepo. The career reception mark for Xavier Restrepo. He just keeps moving on up. Number 2 in Miami history now. What a receiving yards as he's closing in on that list as well, Jordan.
Oh, he's going to rewrite the record books here. How cool is that? Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. You saw Michael Irvin. Some pretty big names to be associated with, let alone to pass up.
Lacey from the end zone on the return. And it's a great return. Colin Lacey past midfield, picks up the block. How do you do? 100 sensational yards from Colin Lacey. So we had a drive that took up over 6 minutes from Miami. And in a matter of seconds, Louisville responds. It doesn't matter how you do it. 7 is 7. And Louisville just did it in explosive, dynamic, 15-second fashion.
Any way you can get it done, right? Great job. This cutback here to the right, man. Miami defender was kind of sitting, waiting for Colin Lacey, and he just stuck his foot in the ground, got right, got back vertical, and you see the speed there. Missed the first 3 games of the season, been back the last 3. They are glad to have him back as a receiver, let alone as a kick returner.
You know, we sat with Jeff Brom the other day. We said, who's the X Factor guy?
Yeah.
Who's the? He said Colin Lacey. He said, we have to find ways to simply get him the ball.
Get him the ball in space. You know one way? Let him stand back there and catch a kickoff.
Yeah, and if it's in the end zone, who cares? Bring it out. Let's go.
A lot of space to work with there for Colin Lacey. Joe, I'd buckle up because this is going to get weird, right? And we've had the fumble touchdown for Miami defense. Now we got a kick return for a touchdown. 2 amazing offenses that don't look like they're slowing down, can put up points in bundles.
What a fun day. And look at this crowd here at L&N Stadium. Jordan Rogers with me, in for Jesse Palmer. Stormy Bonantoni in for Katie George, who's going to be working the big one at Texas tonight. And then Formula One action tomorrow right here on ABC. And there is the view from our officials' body cam as they kick away here with it back to a 7-point margin. Cam Ward will return to action. He was sensational just hitting Xavier Restrepo for this touchdown moments ago.
And another big catch in traffic for Restrepo. And then Lacey follows it up with a monster special teams play again. Look at that defender just sitting waiting for Lacey. 2 touchdowns in 15 seconds. I said it. Buckle up or lean back in the couch. It's going to get weird, folks.
They're teaching the little ones to put the U down here in Louisville. Isn't college football great? And isn't this guy something too? Cam Ward. He went with the short pitch and then had to turn it around with a lot of traffic for Mark Fletcher. Ball came out. Louisville says the ball came out and it's a turnover and the Cardinals have it. Jordan, you sensed it. That things could go bonkers. It's happening right in front of us.
Yeah, I think Thor Griffin might have punched that one out.
And Jordan Gerard looks like he recovered, and that's the stunned Miami reaction.
Boy, this is what good teams do. They don't leave it up to just the offense. Yeah, Thor Griffin right there, left hand, punches that ball out of Mark Fletcher, usually really sure-handed.
Thor Griffith with the big force fumble.
With the hammer. See what I did there? Thor with the hammer.
Thor, who played at Harvard and then transferred to Louisville, comes up with a big play. The former Ivy League star comes up with a forced fumble, and now Louisville at the Miami 26 with a chance to tie the game against the number 6 undefeated Hurricanes. Chuck with time downfield. Oh, that was right in the hands of Isaac Brown.
Such a good play design here by Jeff Brom. Gets Isaac Brown one-on-one with Maui Noah. Really good coverage, actually. Ball was maybe a hair short and just so close to bringing that one down.
Let's bring in our rules expert, Matt Austin. Was there contact there, Matt, in your eyes?
Yeah, the defender was not playing the ball, and also looked like he had the right arm of the receiver pinned to his chest. So I think they should have had a flag there.
This is an incompletion. This after the fumble recovery by Louisville. Isaac Brown. 5'9", maybe a $190 hitting that hole hard. This is what Matt Austin was referencing there. Thought of could have been a PI.
Yeah, a lot of times this happens, right? A linebacker running in space, no vision on the ball, left hand maybe on the right hand there of Isaac Brown. I didn't see it at first, but I'd agree. I mean, that's a really tough one for a receiver to see. Excuse me, a referee to see. But that left hand does impede that right arm of Isaac Brown as he's trying to make a play on that ball.
100-yard kickoff return, and then the fumble and the recovery by Louisville, and now a 3rd and 5. Here's Shuck. They drop 8 into coverage. Touchdown, Louisville! Ja'Cory Brooks! You sensed it, Jordan. You said things seem like they could be going a little bonkers. Our Sonic drive-in recap.
Boy, did they. Started with his touchdown to Restrepo on a perfect drive that ate up almost half the quarter. And then the following kickoff return, Colin Lacey takes it to the house. And all of a sudden, you're like, okay, Miami, if they just put together a drive. And then Thor knocks this one out with the hammer. Louisville field position. And a couple plays later, a dime by Tyler Shuck to Ja'Cory Brooks. And all of a sudden, we got a tie game.
A tie game with Miami trying to get themselves to 7-0. With Miami, a schedule that's perceived as manageable, and this the biggest obstacle between now and the ACC championship and the college football playoff. Cam Ward, Heisman contender, gets rid of it at the last second. Mark Fletcher out just beyond the 30-yard line.
Boy, this is where you really start to hold your breath if you're a Miami fan and a Louisville fan when Cam Ward starts to extend the play. It's either going to go one way or another. It's going to be a big-time play like we've seen him make a million times, or Louisville might just end up forcing another big play on defense.
He leads the nation in touchdown passes. He has 3 today. 23 on the year. 2nd down and 5. And now a little more concern with those Miami fans. They traveled so well to this big showdown game. The first sold-out ACC game here since 2017. Fletcher on 2nd and 5.
And we have definitely seen more pressure in this second half from defensive coordinator Ron English. Jeff Brom mentioned we got to dial up the pressure. We can't let Cam Ward sit back there. That time, dialed up a field zone pressure and able to bring down Mark Fletcher to force this 3rd and short. All right, we've seen this formation 2 times already. It's been a handoff each time. Do they have a play action off it? Is this the time we see him mix it up?
3rd and 2. Fletcher as he drives ahead. Let's see where they mark it here. Maybe just a football length shy of that line to gain. And if so, that's a major stop for Louisville. Or these coaches have rolled the dice. It's 4th and 1. This is from their own 34-yard line. Mario Cristobal, the undefeated Canes, and a roaring L&N Stadium sold out. A 4th and 1 from your own 34-yard line. Here we go.
A little confusion by Miami.
Play clock counting down. 4th and 1. Fletcher, 1st down, Canes.
Hand off to Mark Fletcher.
Boy, Cam Ward almost thought about pulling that one. He's got a read on that play. It took him a while to take it out of the gut of Fletcher. Made the right decision to hand that one off. But Cam Ward was the one signaling to the sideline going, let's go for it. I mean, hard to say no to your Heisman hopeful, Heisman front-runner quarterback saying, let's go for it. We got this.
Those around the program will tell you this is a level of leadership that they haven't seen in a while with Miami. The star quarterback, Cam Ward, in a thriller of a tied game. Cranks it up, goes downfield, and gets it complete. Here goes Restrepo again, spinning his way, kept his balance inside the 5. Cam Ward and company are rolling out. "64-yard completion to Restrepo. First and goal. Ward on the slant. His 4th touchdown pass of the day. Just like that. Isaiah Horton.
What is happening? This is unbelievable. This third quarter has shown up, and Cam Ward, man, that throw down the sideline was big time. Under pressure, put it on the money to his #1 receiver, Xavier Restrepo. And then again, another tight window man coverage throw there to cap it off with the TD.
How wild is this third quarter? So entertaining. On a wonderful start to this loaded day of college football on ABC, this is the kind of game we get.
Boy, watch the block by Arroyo here, just to get a little piece of Gelati, and that was all he needed. Just a half a second to buy time for Cam Ward to get it down to Xavier Restrepo, who's working in the slot. He's got a little wheel and go. Great job of selling it right here with his eyes and his head. That's what creates the separation. Throws the mailbox left hand up saying, hey, I'm open. And Cam Ward again with just enough time. And the touchdown throw to cap it off to Horton. Man, that's perfect coverage, but again, the perfect pass.
Xavier Restrepo with Michael Irvin. He passed him on the all-time receptions list. And he came up so big moments ago after the 4th and 1 call. Then they go downfield, and this third quarter has had absolutely everything. It opened up with a long, sustained drive with Miami taking control of the game, and then Louisville comes back. The 100-yard kickoff return touchdown by Lacey. The big play by Brooks, and then Ward, so dynamic. The Heisman contender putting on a Heisman-like performance on the road today with 4 touchdown passes, and you know we still got plenty and plenty of ball to go.
And somehow we're back where we started off this second half with Louisville down just a touchdown after all the madness. And Colin Lacey sitting back, waiting for this kickoff after just a few minutes ago taking one to the house.
Going to let it go over his head this time. Obviously, you hear the cascade of boos here because they felt it should have been a holding call with Gelati, their star defensive end and pass rusher. At the end of this play, they felt that should have been a holding with Arroyo, the tight end, getting out and just getting enough of him.
I mean, I see what they're saying. I just don't think there was any grab.
There wasn't.
Right? Yeah, it was just he made a great job of getting a little bit of that shoulder of Gelati. I understand where the arm was, and it looked like it could have been holding, but I don't think that one gets called. I think it was a good no call.
It's 38-31, and the Louisville offense has had the ball for just 59 seconds in this third quarter. Isaac Brown. Let's bring in longtime official Matt Austin to adjudicate on this.
Yeah, Jordan, I know you're an offensive player, so you never liked holds, but I think this one should have been called. He's got him up high. He definitely takes a step away and prevents him from getting back to the quarterback. So I would have liked to see a foul there.
You know, Matt, actually, that second time I watched it, I do think that arm grabs, like his hand doesn't grab, but it gets a little friction, like Matt said, up on that shoulder pad. It definitely impeded Gelati from getting the Ward. But I am an offensive guy, so I'm tough to convince.
2nd and 7. Chuck quickly gets it complete to Redmond. The ball came out. They're going to say incomplete. They're going to say incomplete, that it is not a completion and a fumble, so it'll be 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, just a little Y stick route here by the tight end.
It's an incomplete pass.
Zaquan Patterson's going to
Third down.
dislodge the ball there, but not enough time, not enough possession there. I think that's the right call.
3rd and 7. Chuck. Incomplete. He had an edge rusher right into his face as he was looking for Mark Redmond.
He's going to have Harris coming hard off this backside. He tries to hold in there as long as he can. He wants his running back in the flat. I think it was Isaac Brown out there. Great coverage. Comes to his second option and just not enough time. Oh, what is this? What is this? A punt?
Exactly.
What is happening?
What do you call that? As Brady Hodges.
It's not.
It's a fake. It isn't a punt after all. A fake punt for a first down, as Jeff Brom said it earlier. We're going to be going for it. That's Dwayne Martin, who plays special teams, carrying the ball for 14 yards and a first down on a fake punt. Man, oh man, we got everything today.
Why would we think they were going to kick it? Why would we think they're going to punt it? In this game, how many times have we seen 4th down attempts from this side of the field? And that time, just a great job dialing up your fake punt. Man, you have this, you're holding it every single week. You're like, do we get the look? Do we get the look? When do we use it? That's a great call by Jeff Brom to dial up a trick play when we all should have been expected that, right?
Listen, even the coaching staff at Miami said it to us this week to expect everything. They even mentioned the fakes as the flag comes in.
Jeez. Do they give, what would it be, an Emmy? Do they give Emmys for just quarters of football? Just one, this quarter.
First down.
Oscars, what is it?
How much do you love ball?
Submit it.
How much do you love ball?
If you're sitting on your couch with a cold beverage, some appies sitting in front of you, you're having the best day you've ever had in your life watching this football game right now.
And this 3rd quarter specifically.
Unbelievable.
Just bonkers. After the penalty, first down, Watson takes it straight ahead. Undefeated Miami being pushed back. And keep in mind what you have coming up. This is just the start of this day on ABC. You got Bama and Tennessee, number 7 and number 11 coming up. There's Jalen Milroe, the supremely athletic quarterback for Bama. You talk about a team that was pushed to the limit a week ago with that South Carolina game in the last 2 minutes. And that sort of resembled this 3rd quarter.
One of the top defenses in the country in Tennessee.
Tyler Shuck, and here goes Brooks again. Former Alabama Crimson Tide receiver, now leading the way for Louisville.
Boy, you can see how much they respect Ja'Cory Brooks' speed. He got the safety to turn his hips, and he wasn't even 10 to 15 yards from him. Just sat in the void, and Shuck found it.
18 yards to Brooks. Had the touchdown that tied up this game. Out to the outside. Huggins Bruce is chopped down.
Boy, just you're finding anywhere as a play caller to kind of take a breath in this quarter. I mean, it's been so wild, right? So right there, just trying to get the ball to the perimeter, see if you can break a tackle. But I bet Brom's going to dial it up here again. Keep the pedal to the metal.
Coming to the end of this 3rd quarter. And that scoreboard isn't done yet. Final play of the 3rd quarter. Incomplete. He's small batch, single barrel, just keep pouring it. And here we go, 4th quarter, 38-31, undefeated Miami being tested here at Louisville. And Shuck throws it away. 28 points in that 3rd quarter, but I mean the points alone, the plays, they're just wild plays. 4th down conversion,
kickoff return, fumble, big play, fake punt. We had a little bit of everything.
Jeff Brom. It's a 4th down and 8. Woo. Remember, he was going for 4th downs inside his own 35. Here's a 4th down and 8.
I'd have been no man's land for a field goal, so this might be the right call. And Tyler Barron and Reuben Bain get after Tyler Shuck here.
4th and 8. Shuck pressured, looks to extend the play. Got to come up with something. 4th and 8. Downfield penalty flag is down as it's incomplete. 2 flags are down. And this looks like it's going to go against Miami.
I think they're going to get pass interference on.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number
Holding,
19.
yep.
10-yard penalty from the previous spot and an automatic first down.
Yeah, so Ruben Bain and Tyler Barron provided the pressure on Tyler Shuck. He gets outside the pocket, and when Ja'Cory Brooks sees his quarterback escaping the pocket, he tries to spin and go in the other direction, and that's when he gets the hold from De'Ani Hill, number 19 right there. Boy, the coverage was great initially from Hill, and then with the change of direction, just got a little bit of jersey.
First down, Louisville. Here's Shuck downfield. No penalty flag, incomplete. Trying to find Amari Huggins-Bruce, but Porter had coverage.
Boy, and he's going to kick himself. I know it's not the first read, but you got Ja'Cory Brooks going clean down the middle of the field with nobody around him. Watch the safety bite. Nobody there. Oh, the play is designed to go to Huggins-Bruce on that wheel route, but Ja'Cory's the alert there. If you're reading that field safety, you see him come down hard. Oh.
Ja'Cory Brooks, who had the 21-yard touchdown earlier in this second half to tie the game at 31. Louisville trailing by a touchdown, 4th quarter. Went for it on 4th down, got the penalty to extend this drive. Now 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Penalty flag comes in as Brown just takes it ahead for a few yards.
Down on the play.
Illegal shift. Offense. 2 players in motion at the snap. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Yeah, Ja'Cory Brooks was kind of resetting after the initial shift and then ended up moving at the same time of the motion there.
Well, both quarterbacks have had their moments today. Ward, of course, the Heisman contender, but Shuck with an opportunity here to make a statement on this drive to open up the 4th quarter. Duke Watson comes in at running back to flank him on 2nd and 15 after the 5-yard penalty. Gets it out quickly, gets it to Brooks. Ja'Cory Brooks turns the corner. First down, Louisville.
Boy, such a great read there by Tyler Shuck. That's an RPO, a run-pass option. The initial call is to just hand the ball off to Duke Watson, but he gets a little bit of space on the outside, gives it to his best playmaker in space.
Quick to the line. Up-tempo now for Louisville, looking to tie the game. Watson off right tackle, keeps his footing, lowers the shoulder, and is forced out inside the 5-yard line by Richard. As Cam Ward watches on.
Louisville's a team that likes to huddle, right? But the opportune moments that they've pressed tempo today have really created an advantage. That time there, a safety on the side of the handoff, not aligned, and late getting to Duke Watson. Let's see if they can punch it in here.
They can get a first down at the 1-yard line. Keep that in mind. Watson splits out. Shuck gets in the ball in space to the corner. Touchdown. Put those L's up. Brock Travelstead to tie the game.
Did we expect anything different from 2 of the top offenses in the entire country? Louisville with a methodical drive here. A little bit of a pick play. as they're getting the running back out. Watch the slot receiver here, I think it's Redmond, the tight end, just get a little bit of Maui Noah, just enough to make him go underneath to open up the space for Watson and tie the
quarter. Then the fourth quarter opens up with Shuck hitting Watson for the touchdown to tie things up. Chris Johnson Jr. on the return. Flag is down at the 42-yard line. Miami opened up the second half with the long sustained touchdown drive. They were up by 14.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 22. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Louisville roared back with the kickoff return, and then Shuck found Brooks.
Yeah, he's been the go-to guy in this second half. The touchdown there. And then Miami had the answer, as they have been all year in the second half. They've been cardiac kids, but Louisville continues to answer the bell over and over. And Cam Ward makes some Heisman magic happen here in the fourth quarter once again.
Ward has 4 touchdown passes on the day. Allen with the carry, and Allen is met and tackled right at the line of scrimmage by Antonio Watts.
Look, it'd be nice to think you can just hand it off and sustain a drive and get the run game going. They've been good today, but this one's going to be on Cam Ward's shoulders for the rest of the fourth quarter.
Sold out here in Louisville for undefeated number 6 Miami. Ward, what a throw to Brown again, and Brown gets free. Here goes Sam Brown. Look at Sam Brown downfield again. Explosive play, Miami.
There's nothing to it. It's just a 3-step slant on the left side. 3 Louisville defenders have an opportunity here to bring him down in the secondary. 2 of them collide right there, and 1 just whiffs. Yeah, I think Corey Thornton just whiffed there, and Brown with another big play.
Here's Ward as he gets it complete right near the 10-yard line to Jacoby George. That's a first down, Miami. Michael Irvin saying, man, oh man, this is like back in the day. A lot of excitement, tons of offense, and a Heisman contending quarterback who brings his team right down the field, tied up in the fourth quarter.
We got Restrepo in the slot, man-to-man coverage.
Allen. Look at A.J. Allen as he works his way inside the 5, down to the 2. McDonald tackled him. Quick to the line. Allen again into the end zone. Hurricanes retake the lead.
Boy, great block here by 9th-year player Cam McCormick, the tight end number 84. Watch him just cave this left side down, working with Elijah Arroyo as well. But the block by McCormick there just takes his guy. Ashton Gelati, the best defensive player there on the front for Louisville, down to the ground. I mean, this is just the way it's going to go, right? It's just going to be back and forth for the next 11 minutes.
Borgalis with the extra point. Just a 2-minute drive. Ran the ball well. 45-38.
Get fast relief of occasional heartburn. Use as directed. And in part by the Sonic $1.99 menu. Live free. Eat Sonic.
Some of the amazing eye candy from our umpire, back judge, and center judge cameras today for this all-time thriller between Miami and Louisville. 45-38. Joe Tessitore, Jordan Rogers, and Stormy Bonantoni with you here. Miami trying to stay undefeated. Number 6 team in the country in what they have described as their big swing game on the schedule. The obstacle they feel they've got to get over to continue on this college football playoff and ACC championship quest. Let's check in with Stormy.
Well, Tess, Louisville star freshman running back Isaac Brown spent the last 7 or so minutes in the injury tent when he came out, but he did look still visibly uncomfortable, guys.
And Stormy, of course, he had a 43-yard touchdown earlier today. He also fumbled the ball that Miami recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. Jordan, combined offense today, 829 yards to this point. Miami has 461, Louisville 368. Still over 11 minutes to play. We've had special teams touchdowns. We've had defensive touchdowns. We have fake punts. They've been going for it on 4th down nonstop as Chaney cannot break free.
And I think as a play caller, Jeff Brom here has got to be feeling like, okay, what other shot plays do I have? What other big opportunities can I make? Despite that run only picking up a couple yards, they're averaging over 7 yards per rush still. I mean, I know Isaac Brown's out, but Duke Watson and Donald Chaney have been running the ball really well. You don't have to get it all back in just 1 or 2 plays.
Here's Shuck on 2nd and 8 as coming up with the catch was Lacey, and then he's able to go upfield. Colin Lacey, who had the kickoff return touchdown, comes up big.
That is so good, and that's what I'm talking about. You can still hand the ball off. You can still work your quick game here to get the ball out of Tyler Shuck's hands quickly. You see all the offensive linemen cutting there. Ball comes out quick. Great balance on the sideline to pick up the first down. A methodical drive here would be great for Louisville.
Lance Guidry, defensive coordinator for Miami, saying, what do we have to do? Shuck that time is pressured, throws it away. That was Mesidor getting the pressure on Tyler Shuck.
The refs all kind of looking at each other.
And there comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood.
Pistol grounding. Offense number 9. Spot foul. Loss of down. 2nd down.
And that's kind of what I was talking about, right? In a game like this, as a play caller, you're looking for your next opportunity to take that shot, to dial up a play downfield. Trying to take a shot play here. Protection wasn't quite there, and you're running the ball well. You got a quarterback that's accurate in the quick game. You can just keep chipping away at this. I know it's been bonkers the last quarter and a couple minutes, but it's just a 1-score game here.
Spot foul made it a 12-yard loss. 2nd and 22. That was overthrown, looking for Chris Bell.
That one just took off on Tyler Shuck a little bit there.
3rd down, 21.
I mean, if you pick up 10 or 12 here, I mean, the way this game has been going, we've seen a lot of 4th down calls, rolling the dice. Let's see if they can get a little chunk here and put the decision in Jeff Brom's lap.
An intentional grounding put him in a hole. Now 3rd and 22. Can they climb out of it? That is incomplete. Good job breaking on the ball that time by Darrell Porter. He was trying to get it to Amari Huggins-Bruce.
All right, great job there by Porter. This is just that sticks route, right? Run up about 12 to 15 yards. Turn your chest to the quarterback, and Porter does a great job of there, not going through the receiver, not going through the back of Huggins-Bruce, getting his left hand around to break that up. And Lance Guidry there coming up with a big stop. Haven't had many of those in this.
Not at all. Takes a good Louisville bounce. Big part of their success. We mentioned that earlier.
Got to get Ryan Williams involved early, right? You guys did the game last week.
Yes.
Only a couple targets by the time the 4th quarter came around. He's too good not to get involved as early as possible against Tennessee.
Allen with blockers in front. A.J. Allen with a 1st down for Miami.
Jalen Rivers with a big block there. Arroyo coming around as well. Now this is where Miami can use up this clock, right? We've seen both teams jump in and out of tempo. Now you want your veteran quarterback to start to let this play clock tick down as much as possible in between snaps here.
Veteran Cam Ward letting that play clock bleed on down with a touchdown lead. Ward checks down to Allen, but unable to connect. At least second down. Ward with over 300 yards passing and 4 touchdown passes today. Big Jared Dawson and that defensive line trying to come up with a stop, get the ball back to the Louisville offense. Here's Ward on second down. Here's Allen in space with blockers in front and then taken down from behind by Des Tell. Critical third down as this crowd will look to rally support, and Ron English's defense trying to find a way to come up with a stop. There's the veteran defensive coordinator. Moved down to the field a couple of weeks ago. He says, I like the emotion of it, the ability to communicate, and what can his defensive front do to disrupt Cam Ward?
And Ashton Gelati, their best defensive lineman, got to try to make a play here on 3rd and 3.
230+ pound Damian Martinez is the running back next to Ward here on 3rd and 3. They get it quickly on the inside to Restrepo, and that is exactly what the veteran slot receiver can give them. First down, Miami.
Yeah, and the difference here is the bunch creates space at the line of scrimmage, but it's how quickly Cam Ward's able to get the ball out of his hands. Watch this, one step with his right foot, little sidearm flick. Doesn't need to get his feet all the way to his target. That arm talent means a half a second more of separation for Restrepo as those defenders start to close in.
7 catches, over 100 yards. He passed that legend right there, Michael Irvin, on the all-time catches list in Canes history today. Martinez, not much there. They knew it was coming, and they drive him back.
Well, this is where you got to remind your guys with that helmet communication, get the ball, right? Every time a running back is stood up, every time a quarterback is moving in the pocket, you got to go after the ball. This Louisville defense is going to have to try to force the issue here as Miami's putting together a time-consuming drive.
And take this under 7 minutes to go with a touchdown lead. On 2nd and 10. Ward. Pressure off the edge. Cam Ward is ripped down. They got to him. It was Ben Perry.
And Perry does a great job of breaking down before he gets to Cam Ward. A lot of times you want to come and you want to get a huge hit on the quarterback, but that's when he can make you miss, right? He breaks down, gets even, drops his weight, and makes the sure tackle right there. A great decision.
There's a lot of Pop Warner coaches right now across the country there saying, clip that.
I mean, that's one where your eyes get so big.
That's like, day one.
I'm going to just hit him really hard, and then he makes you miss and makes a big play out of the pocket. A really fundamentally sound football play to force this 3rd and long.
Huge 3rd and 17. Can the Louisville defense find the stop? Ward's going to run it himself. Cam Ward picks it up with his legs.
This is just vintage Cam Ward at this point. You can see him nodding his head. Boy, nothing gets him rattled. Look at the poise, just stepping up. He's calm, eyes downfield, and then goes, okay, I got some space. Ended up being man coverage, so nobody there with eyes on Cam Ward.
And as soon as that pocket broke down, you just knew it was a first down. Their 7th play over 20 yards. There is Patrice, his mom, longtime great high school basketball coach. He was a great basketball player, and she is super proud of him right now. 5.5 to play. A.J. Allen well blocked, and Miami is pushing him around down to the 35-yard line, coming up on 5 minutes to go in regulation.
And this will be the danger zone for Louisville, right? You know they're going to want to run the football. You want to stack the box, but that means leaving one-on-one opportunities on the outside.
Ward on 2nd and 3. Hit as he throws. Is that a live ball? Louisville's returning it as if. Officials are going down the field. What's going to be the call here? Antonio Watts brings it home. They say touchdown Louisville. Fumble return. Touchdown Louisville. Antonio Watts. Everybody was lingering, and Watts said, I'm scoring.
And what did I say? It's all about the ball. TJ Quinn goes after the ball. I mentioned the one-on-one matchup that Cam Ward was going to get. He's got one-on-one to the left side. He's trying to go hitch and go. He steps up in the pocket, and TJ Quinn gets that right hand on the ball.
On the field of a fumble recovered by the defense.
And it is going to be close.
Review.
Was his arm going forward? Does the ball get dislodged before that hand starts to come forward? Oh, man.
Listen, this is going to be one of those, and we will bring in our rules expert, Matt Austin, that the call on the field is critical, because will they have the evidence they need? Right now, as it stands, it is being ruled a touchdown for Louisville. Let's get right to it with Matt Austin. Matty, what do you see?
All right, if I was sitting in the replay official's chair, I would call this a forward pass, because you're right. The minute the hand starts forward, starts the pass. And I think he does have control as he starts that hand forward.
Yeah, so the ball, you know, the carriage of the quarterback's arm, it goes up and then starts to come forward. I think maybe it's coming forward for an inch or so. It is so close, but Tess, you nailed it. The call on the field was fumble, touchdown. This is the scramble play that set up the first down and set up the shot play that Cam Ward tried to take before TJ Quinn came through and gets his right hand. Let's see, is that arm coming forward? I think it's really close. I think it's coming forward a little bit, just a little, right? You see how the ball comes out of his hand, how the nose is still kind of coming forward?
Remember, the ACC uses a replay command center. So the officials we have here are getting guidance from Alberto Riveron, who was the longtime head of the NFL officials group. But this ruling will determine so much. Miami, undefeated, number 6 in the country. Louisville, very talented team, trying to come up with their 3rd straight year of defeating a top 10 opponent, as head coach Jeff Brom awaits the answer. As it stands now, it's a fumble recovery touchdown Louisville and an extra point away from tying the game.
Boy, the fact that that ball is moving forward, his arm
After
slightly.
further review, the passer's hand was coming forward prior to losing possession of the ball. It's an incomplete pass. The ball be placed at the 35-yard line. 3rd down. The clock is correct, and we'll start on the snap.
It is reversed. Louisville's touchdown wiped off the board.
And I think that's the right call. It is so close, but really good job by the command center there to go through every angle and make what I think was the right call.
Third down and 3. From the cliff's edge to back to comfort with the ball in the hands of Cam Ward. Martinez on 3rd and 3 just lowers that shoulder, and it'll be another first down Miami.
Oh, this is where you might just lean on number 6 a little bit. 6 foot, 230 pounds. He's going to fall forward for at least a couple yards every single time.
Nez Cooper, starting right guard, is down on the field. And as they check him out, We will take a short time out. Both these teams have to avoid that second loss, and we want to let you know kickoff is going to be pushed to 3:50 because of this wild one we still have here to finish up between number 6 undefeated Miami trying to put it away against Louisville. 4.5 minutes to play. And what has been a long, sustained, time-zapping drive by Cam Ward and this Miami offense.
Last time they got this coverage, Cam Ward checked to that hitch and go to the field, and we saw the near sack fumble. This time just hands it off.
And Martinez lowers the shoulder, breaks free. He's headed inside the 10 and muscles right on into the end zone. He took to Marion McDonald for a ride. He said, hitch on, we're going to touchdown land. Wow.
That quieted the crowd here, huh? Boy, Damian Martinez, a couple really good short physical runs on this drive that time. You saw a little burst from the 6', 230-pound back. And then you mentioned it, Joe. Carried all but 1 or 2 guys, it felt like, into the end zone.
They had an 11-play drive that goes 80 yards, took up over 6 minutes, and then a 30-yard touchdown run by Martinez.
I mean, just what this is it's just inside. Like, if you pick up 3 or 4, this is a great play design, right? Great vision, little stutter step, runs over the safety, and then, honestly, I'm going to say it, it's probably better for Louisville that he rode it into the end zone than going down at the 5 there.
That's right.
They go down at the 5, you could probably take another minute and a half, 2 minutes off before you probably end up getting a field goal, or excuse me, a touchdown anyway. So as much as that's a gut punch, that might be the only way Louisville has time to try to get back into this thing.
Yeah, now they got to make some magic.
Oh,
they got to get the ball back. But still, to your point, they could have taken much more time off the clock. But man, Damian Martinez, look at that kind of fight right there.
And that's the Damian Martinez they've been wanting to see. That's the Damian Martinez that was back-to-back first-team All Pac-12, 1,000-plus yards, a Doak Walker finalist last year. That's the guy they've been waiting for, and he showed up in one of the biggest moments.
They always describe him as a bruiser. You just saw how a bruiser-type running back gets after it when a game is on the line. They got over half a hundo now, 52-38.
But now think about it. You got 4 minutes. You have all 3 of your timeouts. You were going to need 2 scores regardless, right? So by him not coming up short there, you leave a couple extra minutes on the clock. Now you're going to still need to score and score quick.
This guy can do that. Lacey had the big kickoff return touchdown earlier, but very good coverage against him here just outside the 23.
And Jeff Brom mentioned from Jump Street they were going to have to be aggressive all day because of who was on the other side, and Cam Ward come out in some crazy formations, the trick plays, everything. He has unloaded the clip today, the fake punt that everybody sitting here knew was coming, but still Miami couldn't stop it. They're going to need to pull out some of the magic that we've seen so far from Tyler Shuck and this Louisville offense here on 4th and 8. They get the pass interference that keeps the drive alive. They're going to need some chunk plays here and fast.
Just under 4 minutes to play. Sidearm is incomplete. He's trying to get it to Brooks.
Pass is complete. Intended for Ja'Cory Brooks.
You see Isaac Brown back out there. He's still got a little bit of a limp, the true freshman running back. They really like him out of the backfield. They've targeted him downfield a couple times as well.
Shuck. Second down, strikes downfield, complete for a first down to Brooks.
So good. So good. Everybody knows the ball is going to number 1, Ja'Cory Brooks, but the tight split, the formation creates a leverage opportunity. Brooks take advantage of it. Great throw from Shuck.
15 yards to Brooks. 3.5 minutes to play. 2-touchdown deficit. They've made that up earlier today. Checks it down to Brown, and Brown is wrestled down immediately as that play was made by Jadis Richard. 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute timeout remaining for Louisville. Second and 14. Shuck taken down and sacked, and it's Ruben Bain, the dynamic defensive end for the Canes.
Boy, he has been so big for Lance Guidry in this Miami defense. Said it a few times, but finally back and healthy last week, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago against Cal. And watch the rush here on Trevante Sylvester. He's just going to beat him across face. I mean, that's probably a hold too. He fights through a hold there to bring down Shuck. See Tyler Barron there getting his hand, speed rush on the outside as well. This is where this defensive front, as talented as they are, have to take over games.
It'll be 3rd and 19 off of the timeout. Remember, Louisville trailed 31-17. Came back to tie it. Had it tied again at 38 apiece. And then Miami, the Allen touchdown run, the Martinez, so impressive with his touchdown run. And now 52-38, 3rd and 19. Shuck, shallow cross, but breaking free is Brown. And it'll be 4th down from there.
And you got to get to the ball here, run a play as quickly as possible. You want to hold on to those 2 timeouts, knowing you have the 2-minute timeout coming up as well in a few, 30 seconds.
Here is
get past the sticks.
4th down and 8 for Louisville. Miami drops 8, 4th and 8. He wants more than 8, and he's going to get the 1st down as Ja'Cory Brooks was the intended target, and Jadis Richard's going to get the penalty flag his way.
Pass interference. Defense, number 25. 15-yard penalty. 1st down.
Boy, and another big call on Ja'Cory Brooks. It was right before that. Richard actually gets his left hand kind of on the jersey around the waist of Ja'Cory Brooks, so a good call.
Pass midfield. Remember, they have the 2-minute timeout as well as the 2 timeouts. Shuck running out of options. Penalty flag is down, likely holding as Shuck runs it ahead for what is a 1st down as it stands right now, but they may be walking this back. It looked like C.J. Clark was wrestled to the ground.
Holding. Offense number 70. 10-yard penalty.
Well, I just mentioned Trevante Sylvester, left tackle. Probably should have had a holding call in the last play on Bain. And this one, Joe, you're used to this. What is that, a body slam?
You put him down pretty good. Clock running down towards that 2-minute timeout. They go with the quick screen to Lacey, and Lacey is tackled near midfield. And with that, we will reach the 2-minute timeout. Louisville desperate for something for Cam Ward.
Almost like a quiet day for Cam Ward.
Isn't that crazy?
I mean,
no, really.
Really.
I mean, guy leads the nation in touchdown passes. He's got 4 today, and you're talking about everything else.
Yeah.
2 minutes to play. Louisville trailing by 14. Shuck. That is incomplete. Again, looking for Brooks.
Boy, great job by the ref jumping out of the way. We got a camera on that guy?
Yes, we do. Look at this view. Is that awesome access or what?
Look at Ja'Cory. He's like,
that's Johnny Fort wearing the body cam, the ref cam. 3rd and 16. Chuck has to check down to Brown. Brown goes against the grain and makes the most of it, crossing midfield to the 44-yard line.
Tackled by Darryl Porter.
Clock is at 1:44 as the timeout is going to be used by Louisville. They have 1 remaining. It'll be 4th down and 9. And with that break in the action, our college football rankings are brought to you by Verbo.
Let's take a look. It's going to be rocking. You thought it was loud here in the 3rd quarter when the bourbon's flowing? How about Rocky Top? Here very shortly, they are primed and ready.
Here's 4th down and 9 for Jeff Brom and the Cardinals. Chuck on 4th and 9. As he gets it complete for the first down to Lacey. So there is still hope for Louisville.
Yeah, still hope. Obviously, with the timeout situation, it'd have to be an onside kick if they do get a score here, but you got to do that first.
And we saw South Carolina against Alabama last week. Chuck plenty of time, but he doesn't have anybody open, and now he has to go underneath where he tried to get it to Cheney, but it's incomplete.
Pass ruled incomplete.
Officials timeout for an injured offensive player.
Players down. It's Donald Cheney, the former Miami Hurricane running back who transferred to Louisville. We have a few players in this game who has swapped schools. Of course, that's very common. You know, it's interesting to really assess Miami, Jordan, because you sit back, yeah, you have Cam Ward, you have all this offensive talent. They give up a lot of big plays. We saw it again today. They could probably outscore anybody in the country if they really need to. How do you view them in terms of being a national title contender?
Well, now that their defensive line is a lot healthier with Ruben Bain back and a couple others, they're better up front. They could force some more turnovers possibly. You're not going to be a team that's going to hold a good offense to 25 points. But if you can score 50 against good defenses, it doesn't really matter if you get a turnover in there every now and then.
Yeah, they can. They can play these kind of wild games and put up the points, and they put up 52 today. Got a little help defensively with a defensive touchdown. 2nd down, Chuck over the middle, gets it complete inside the 10, and Ja'Cory Brooks has Louisville in position now. 1st and goal. Still a timeout remains.
Little double move down the middle. That is a heck of a throw, kind of on the back hip, back shoulder by Tyler Shuck. To obviously Ja'Cory Brooks,
who has over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown. 28 yards there. Got to score quickly. Going to need to get the ball back. And a timeout's going to be used by Miami.
Timeout. Miami. They're first of the half.
Yeah, just a little hesitation, double move down the middle of the field. Try to hit this on cover 2. That Mike player running down the middle of the field right there, the safety. You can work on him. And again, with a guy over the top, a perfect throw by Shuck on the back shoulder to protect him from Mish Powell there closing in.
Had a wild 3rd quarter here. Had an energized start to the 4th quarter before Miami took control, especially with the long drive that Martinez capped with 30-yard touchdown run. A reminder that Alabama and Tennessee is coming your way in moments, and then the big one tonight with Georgia at Texas. Of course, Austin, sort of the sports capital of the world this weekend, with Formula 1 on ABC tomorrow. Katie George with both assignments there. Football game and Formula 1. We're thrilled to have Stormy with us, taking her place in what's been a fun day to get this day of college football started. Tyler Shuck looking to throw back against the grain, but that was well covered and he didn't have an option, so that leaves 58 seconds and 2nd and goal.
Yeah, Jaden Harris over there blew that one up. If he's not there, you got 2 blockers and a tight end wide open. So a really good job by the backside safety Harris there. You see, try to sprint right, throw back with a couple linemen escorting your tight end, but Harris read it the whole way. Great job in backside contain and just being patient, not getting fooled.
Second and goal. Chuck to the end zone. And touchdown, Louisville, Ja'Cory Brooks. So we will have the onside attempt as they come right down the field. in a 13-play drive for the touchdown.
That's just one-on-one on a slant. Ja'Cory Brooks has won almost every, look at this, little outside move just to hesitate. Get the inside leverage on Richard. And a great accurate throw. Surprised they're not going for 2 here. You know,
Gravelstead.
Anyway. Analytics would say
52-45.
All right, so we've had a fake field goal.
We have.
For a first down. We've had a fumble for a touchdown.
We have.
We've had a kick return for a touchdown.
We have.
I mean, it's just a little onside
It's
kick.
only fitting, isn't it, Jordan, that it would come down to an onside kick. 52-45, and we're not done yet.
We saw in your game, South Carolina, Alabama last week, a little drop kick, onside kick that got kind of a sideways spin.
That was the punter with like a chaos kick. And we'll see what version we get today. It'll be the first onside kick attempt for Louisville this season. This will be the first one they've attempted this season. And Nick Keller, the backup kickoff specialist, is out there, so he is the preferred option for their onside attempt. As you see the way he's lining it up, you will often see that used off the front of the tee. Let's see if he goes for the double bounce attempt here based on that position of the ball. And a timeout is going to be used by Mario Cristobal, as Danny Coulter's his special teams coordinator, and they probably wanted to see both formation and ball placement to prepare the hands team, Jordan.
Yeah, get a look at it. Talk through situations and give everybody a little bit of reassurance. The middle there was a little open. You know, sometimes you'll see a little dribbler down the middle, one-on-one or two-on-one. I think all those scenarios getting talked about right now on the Louisville side. You may come out that first time with one idea. You may switch it up here.
That's right.
Now that Miami had a chance to look and adjust.
It'll come off the foot of Nick Keller. And it'll be a mad dash once this goes 10 yards to see if Louisville can have one last chance or if Miami can put it away and stay undefeated. A reminder that Alabama and Tennessee is starting right now on ESPN2, but we will get you there soon enough right here on ABC. We've got one more chapter to write. Here it is, onside attempt, and he goes deep downfield where it's easily fielded, and Miami will put this game to rest.
Boy, just never got that bounce.
That's Xavier Restrepo wearing a different jersey to not have the double number, and isn't it fitting that he would be on the hands team and secure that ball?
Boy, after the day he has had rewriting the record books past the great Michael Irvin.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, kicking team number 21, 15-yard penalty, first down.
He did not get the bounce he was looking for with the tip of the ball, and by being on the side of the ball, it goes downfield further where Restrepo easily secures it.
And again, this is a huge win for Miami. We've talked about their schedule. We've talked about the implications of the ACC championship, the college football playoff. They don't have a ranked win. Currently, nobody's sitting on their remaining schedule that possibly could be a ranked win until a potential ACC championship. So that first really big speed bump for this Miami team in their quest to get to the college football playoff and take the next step as a program.
Mario Cristobal said to us the other day, he just kept saying, this one is huge.
Yeah.
It is absolutely huge. We're going on the road. It's sold out. It's a talented Louisville roster. We know the spot we're in. We've got to get over this one as the final timeout is used by Louisville. And then you reflect on Cam Ward, who you say, quietly, by the way, the Heisman contender goes for 319 and 4 passing touchdowns.
Boy, he's had a handful of Heisman moments over the last month in the comeback wins. He had a handful of Heisman-esque throws today, buying time over and over again to let his receivers open up downfield. It's the accuracy. It's the playmaking ability. It's the mobility, and these throws in tight windows over and over again.
And Cam Ward As the final minute ticks away here, he tried to take that victory formation snap and actually had to land on the ball. Always risky. You never know until it's over.
How about Mario Cristobal, right? As a former alum, as an alumni here, winning a couple national championships, he sat from afar for 26 years and watched this program slip out of national prominence and not be the U that we were so used to seeing. And he wanted to bring prominence back. He felt he owed it to Miami.
52-45. Cam Ward now the first quarterback in Miami history to throw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns or more in the first 7 games of the season. For Stormy and Jordan, I'm